Yep. Hey everybody, welcome to Rebootleggers, the comedy podcast where we reboot everything that nobody wants rebooted. I'm one of your hosts, Scott Owen.
I'm Frank Sarah.
Hello, Frank.
Hi, what's up?
Welcome to the show.
How you doing?
Thanks for... Oh, hello. Thanks for being...
Yeah, thanks for having me over.
Thanks for...
What's up?
Frank, we are a decidedly adult programming network, I would say.
Mm-hmm. We are not safe for children.
Not a lot of the kids shows, and so maybe we go ahead and correct
clean up our image.
Yeah, let's correct that. Let's just give something for everybody.
Let's reach down to the babies.
To those
and
babies,
let's pat them on their head. I don't know what you do. Do you pat babies on the head like a dog?
You grab the babies by their small hands and you pick them up so that they can walk
and
on their own.
Oh, all the way around? Like a helicopter?
Sometimes you might swing them, yeah.
This bit is less funny than I thought it was going to be, so let's go on.
I liked it, but okay.
Well, I felt like I wasn't really carrying my weight.
That's fine. Let me carry you.
All right. Just hop one up. Up and...
Ooh. Okay, so I think...
Done with that.
Yep, you killed it. Now it's dead. Alright, so here's a show that I think... Did you ever watch Clifford, the Big Red Dog? Or did you just read the books, like the play?
A little bit. I never watched the books. Reading was discouraged. Did watch the show.
Okay. Clifford, voiced by the late, great John Ritter.
Mm-hmm. R.I.P.
R.I.P. But I think that show has a lot of meat.
A lot of bones. A lot of big dog, big bones.
Big dog, big bones. And so, I'm thinking like a... What do you think?
Make them old? Make them all old right away.
Nope. That doesn't work super great with dogs. Old dogs are not endearing.
Yeah, so let me just... It's been a long time since I've seen any of Clifford's, Cliffy yep. B, as I call him. It's been
That's a different person.
It's been a long time. So Clifford is a dog that is monstrous in proportion. Is
Correct.
That right? I'm good, right?
Yes.
He's got... He's owned by a little girl named Elizabeth? Emily?
Emily Elizabeth. She has two
Emily.
names.
Okay, I was sort of right in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
So she's got Clifford. Mm-hmm. Boom. Clifford. She gets Clifford when he's very, very small, and then he grows very, very large.
Yes.
And there's other dogs, and the dogs talk.
There are other dogs, but the dogs can only talk to each other. None of the dogs can talk to any humans.
That's right.
But so an interesting thing you can learn if you really pay attention to the theme song. So Clifford needed Emily, and so she chose him for her own, that sounds fine. But then the next line is that her love made Clifford grow so big that the Howards, that's their name, had to leave their home. So somehow Emily Elizabeth's love is what made Clifford grow to these gigantic proportions.
All right, so there are two distinct possibilities here. One, Clifford is a class of being that feasts on emotion.
Yep.
Two, option B, Emily Elizabeth is a being who, through emotion, can influence the world around her.
Yes, and I like both of these ideas. Emily Elizabeth is a sorceress of
love in the case of her big dog Clifford, but maybe there's other things.
Is she specifically about growing and shrinking things?
Well, I think I guess why not?
What about this?
Or Clifford can feed on emotions. So far in his baby little puppy life, he's been fed with love. But then what happens now that he's giant? Like, somebody at some point has to get scared of him, right?
What about this? Let's do both. Let's put that chocolate inside that peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
And what if there is a class of beings that doth feed on emotions, and there is also a class of beings that whose emotions can be fed upon, and it's like a symbiotic relationship.
Oh, they need to be, because if they're not paired up, they overload.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah, or some kind of smoothening. So like, so we've got Emily Elizabeth's is mutant race or whatever, right? They pour out like extra emotion all around them,
Mm-hmm.
and if there's no one to suck it up, it just splashes everywhere, right?
And she could be pouring emotions into other things.
To other things, yeah. And then with Clifford's race, he eats all the extra emotion, and if there's no emotion to eat, he drains it out of people that need their emotions, and makes them. I don't think he kills them. That's too grim. I think he just makes them like gray and lifeless.
What if,
like emotional zombies?
What if it's like they without a? We need names for these two races.
Yeah. So I swear I didn't pre-plan this. I just realized that we basically made Cloak and Dagger.
A little bit, yeah, but we're talking about a whole race instead of just two.
Instead of just
sexy
two people.
teens.
It's a whole. Now you've opened a very interesting door, which is that is this the CW's foray into sexy dogs?
Oh, you know that dog gonna be sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I was wrong. It wasn't Ashley Johnson. It's Gray Delisle. No, wait. Yeah. You know Gray? Gray Delisle?
Is the voice of the little girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good at those.
She's real good at those. She's Azula.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, so we need names for these things, but like you could call them, I don't know,
like givers and takers.
You could call
That's
them
weird. That's pretty grim.
You could call them
emoticons and feedo men.
Vacuums and
no
holes.
Nope.
The suckers and the the pushers. You've got.
I feel like we need pushers now.
The pushers? No.
Maybe the pushers are bad people that force other emotions away into people.
They push their emotions upon you. Well, so here's what I'm thinking. So
they say like, you have to poop.
That's not an emotion.
You set off my cough laugh.
Okay. So what I'm getting at, until we can think of some names, the race of Clifford's dog race.
Are they all dogs?
No, but well, maybe, I don't know. But so Clifford is a dog. Oh God, this is so hard. So Clifford, without an Emily Elizabeth, would just be siphoning emotions off of everyone, without Emily Elizabeth's specific guided, only providing love emotions, and that can like do a body wrong, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting a lot of anger and sexiness and greed.
He's just sucking it all up.
He's pulling in all the negativo emotions without her, and so it's kind of a.
He's just getting all that nasty vibe. He's getting all that nasty feel.
Yes.
And maybe that makes him a mean dog, right? He's a mean, sad dog.
Yep.
And they like growls at people. Mm-hmm. And what happens? So I think Emily Elizabeth's having more of a meltdown scenario, right? Where like everyone around her is just like chaotically mood swinging, and like she knows that she's like hurting people by being near them, and she doesn't want to be alone, but she has to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe she finds a dog on the. Does Clifford like do something that like makes people come and see what's happening? Does Emily Elizabeth just find this dog on the street?
I guess that's the thing, and this is canon in the books, is that Clifford is the smallest of. I think she just bought him from like. I don't know.
Like an old man in a trench coat?
No, well, maybe. So she specifically, like, he was the smallest of his litter. Like, that was supposed to be the thing. It's like, he's the runt. You don't want him. And then it's like, oh, but
and then
really?
They made him grow.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is like a high school reunion thing. As Clifford became 10 feet tall and said, what now?
Mm-hmm.
What now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when he goes back to the 10-year reunion and all the other dogs are
dog sized, yeah.
And they're basically dying because 10 years is a good bit for dogs.
And it's just
got heavy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I think maybe a reaper? Clifford could be a reaper, as in he reaps emotion.
Oh, that's pretty good. You got reapers and sowers?
Sowers? Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. So Clifford,
All right, Little John.
Clifford's a Reaper, and we're gonna say that Reapers don't do dog years, right?
Nah, Reapers don't do dog years. Reapers are
Not at
eternal.
all. They look like dogs, but as long as they can feed on love, their lifespan is extended indefinitely.
What if they feed on other emotions, though?
Well, yeah, like for battle.
Or just in general. So
No. I mean, like, so you feed on, like, you can feed on Cheetos or you can feed on kale. Like, when Reapers feed on love, they live forever, but they can eat other stuff.
So we established that without a sower from which to reap, Reapers, they kind of reap all the things, and it's not good for them.
Yeah, it's a wave of reaping that it parasitically drains all the beings around them.
But here's my follow-up. If a sower does not have a reaper into which they can sow, what happens to? Does something happen to them? Do their emotions?
I think that we have some nice parallels here for like a mania depression dichotomy, right? So
Ooh.
Clifford drains emotions, and they all become emotionless, like gray husks of souls. But when a sower just spills out everywhere and induces a manic state that is obviously very bad for society in the long term. Where people just go nuts and like start looting or just like bang on the street and just it goes wild.
So their emotions get kind of siphoned into everybody.
Yeah.
Now tell me something. What happens? So do those people grow very large and change size and stuff?
Oh, does it induce a physical change? I think that would be really good.
I think that
temporarily.
Would be really good as well. Yes.
Like it's like then when the sower like moves away from them, they fall to the ground and like unmutate their horrific modifications.
You can't see me, but I'm nodding.
Okay, yeah, I'm into it. So, how do these two crazy kids get together?
Does she just buy him a still from a?
Oh, does she just buy him? Well, but then we don't get like.
Is it what the prophecy foretold?
Oh, that could be good.
Does she know she's a sower? Does he know he's a reaper when they first meet?
Yeah, are they hiding out on Earth? We got to figure out some of that setup in the beginning.
There was the heavens and the earth.
Yep. So maybe are the reapers and the sowers at war with each other?
Oh, you telling me this is Romeo and Juliet? Nah,
yeah,
I don't think they are.
They're not? Because they seem like they maybe just don't know that each other exist.
What if they're not necessarily at war, but
what if this is a double Moses situation?
Elaborate.
Right. So Earth is the River Nile, and two spaceship baskets bearing the last of two species. Here, two spaceship baskets bearing the last of their species both find Earth as a habitable planet.
What if one race has been enslaved by the other what if the Reaper race has enslaved the sowers as batteries?
But they want to feed on love, and slaves don't do that.
Stockholm Syndrome. What about what about let's talk about this. I mean, they can't be at war with each other either then if that's
No. We're backed out now. There's some reason that they both end up on Earth. It doesn't have to be the same reason for each of them, I guess. Maybe the Reapers
Go on.
Do the Reapers parasitically drain worlds
of emotions?
Yeah. And and then leave. Like the planet's fine, just no one's ever really happy or really sad.
And they never can be again?
Yeah, because they're gray now.
But they turn grayscale?
Yeah, so short-term exposure drains your ability to generate emotion. Long-term exposure just causes all the bits of your brain that make those chemicals to just conk out from disuse.
They conk.
Yeah.
Okay. What
it's
about
pseudoscience?
Yeah, but so then, what the sowers are? They a new race?
I don't know. I don't see any reason for them to be intimately related before meeting on Earth.
Other than that, their powers are like the exact complement to each other.
Yeah, maybe they visited a world millions of years ago, where, in response to becoming gray, there was kind of this fight or flight, last ditch X gene activation.
Some evolutionary adaptation.
Yeah. So instead of becoming gray, their emotions went into like insane empathic hyperdrive.
Yeah, because evolution was like, hey y'all, if none of y'all's gonna feel love for each other, how you gonna bone down and make new babies?
Mm-hmm. And evolution intelligently
decided that, hey,
yes,
you guys need to be feeling again.
So their emotions kicked into 1,000,000%.
Because that's how evolution works, you know.
Yeah, it decides the best thing. That's what I learned in science.
Right.
So
at church camp.
So then the sowers, do they? We can Superman this bitch. So
hit me.
The sowers are constantly spilling emotions all over the place and into each other, and like the world was like collapsing, and then a science man was like, no, my only daughter, like I will shoot you into space like Superman did.
Oh, I was kind of hoping that the planet that they visited millions of years ago was Earth.
Well, that would mean that every human is a sower.
Not all of them, just some. Now we've evolved. Ooh!
Oh, so now we're doing X-Men.
No. Maybe it's just we've evolved. Yeah, I guess kind of like X-Men, but it's this. We've evolved now that like no one can feel emotions. It evolved into some people feel everyone's emotions and like provide emotions for everyone. So they like send those emotions.
But then Emily Elizabeth would have a place and wouldn't need Clifford.
Well, maybe it's uncontrollable. No, that's true. And the theme song does clearly state that Clifford needed Emily.
Yeah.
But did Emily need Clifford?
I mean, I guess not. I don't really want to change Earth on that kind of scale, though. Not as the premise.
All right. So so they come from another planet. Is it gonna blow up?
It is.
I don't know. Why should she get sent away?
Well, though the original sower planet, it was going nuts. There's too much emotions. It was rocking the core of the planet.
The planet's rocking, and nobody was knocking.
So then it was like, science guy, give me, I don't know. They send her on a pod.
On the pod. Maybe they all just go as a family. Maybe her whole family is
like a family vacation?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I would rather have the whole family be aliens just hiding out on Earth than have it be like, Lost Son of Krypton again.
Yeah. No, I'm actually cool. So Clifford eats a lot of people's emotions.
Maybe.
That's why he gets so big?
Yeah, I just feel like...
It's like how if you keep feeding a guinea pig, it just keeps going.
Mm-hmm. Maybe...
You ever just done that?
Yeah. And they get bigger than your house. I like the idea of Emily being the sower of the family, but her family still just being, like, in on it.
I mean, it could be that she was adopted.
By her aliens?
No, Emily was a sower, but they got adopted by humans.
Now, see, then we're getting too much into Last Son of Krypton.
Well, I don't know what I can do about that.
Alright, so I guess her parents
So the parents...
Maybe once you become an adult, you don't need those emotions.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay.
Everyone knows that adults no longer feel.
Oh, okay. Maybe, as they were all boarding their escape rocket, Reapers got the parents?
Nah. And, like, sucked all their emotions out?
I don't know. Yeah? Does that work?
But then they let them go?
Yeah,
Maybe... What if this? They were leaving the planet because they knew the Reapers were coming back. Mm-hmm. Mother is pregnant with Emily Elizabeth at the time.
There we go.
And the Reapers arrive slightly ahead of schedule, intercept their spacecraft, and do siphon all of their sewing. But the Reapers cannot detect the infant life, the fetus. And so Emily is born with her sewing powers.
Fully intact. In fact, they're in overdrive.
Maybe they're in overdrive even.
Yes! And then a nice dog. The dog doesn't need to, like, know, like, Reapers don't work, like, in a second, right? Like, Reapers... Clifford doesn't know he's a Reaper yet.
Mm-hmm.
How did he end up on Earth?
An advanced scout?
Oh, he knows he's a Reaper.
No. Maybe he's like a plant who will be activated.
Yeah.
Maybe he's an Iron Giant situation.
Oh, okay. He's a Reaper that was raised in captivity because his parents were captured by Area 51.
Oh.
And he escapes.
Oh.
And finds his way to, like a shelter.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's just a dog still,
and
right?
He's like, nah, man, I'm not into it. Are they all dogs? Is that what we established? They're all dogs?
All Reapers are canine, I believe, yeah.
Can some of them... okay.
Oh, no, spitball. We're just talking.
No, I just think that might work. I guess that works pretty well because dogs, in the real world are incredibly good at receiving love.
Feeding on... Yeah.
Although,
what were you going to say?
If we're being honest, it seems more like cats are more the feed on love type and the dogs are more the provide love as well type.
We're not. Clifford's a big red dog.
No, right? I know that. He's not a big red cat. Also, we gotta talk about the red part. Like, no dog in real life is that red.
Yeah. I mean, that's just, Hollywood magic. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I feel like our Clifford has to be red to keep the investors.
Oh, he's totally got to be red. I'm just saying, do we talk about, like...
But now he's red because of love.
Is his redness... Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, you got Nick. Yeah,
so now
run with it.
Now we're talking about Reapers that are different colors based on their primary siphonable emotion?
Yes.
All right. Are all dogs Reapers in some form?
Ooh.
Because there's...
Ooh!
Clifford has a dog who is purple. He has a friend
Skip
dog
the
who
Area
is purple.
51 thing. Earth used to be nothing, was seeded with life by a Reaper scouting colony.
And now all dogs live on Earth.
All dogs are like 1/1,000,000th Reaper, but Clifford was born with like the purest gene line.
No. Okay, well it's that, and also maybe it's that, but also everyone on Earth. So it was just meant to be Reapers siphoning from regular people, but they did not expect that a sower would be on this planet, and so she
just swamped by dogs.
Just Clifford. Clifford reaps it big, and that's why.
All dogs, if they had a sower, could get that big.
Mm-hmm.
But only Clifford found a sower.
Right, they're all just regular size because they got regular people.
Yes.
Cool. So the other dogs in the show, the main ones, we have Cleo, who's a purple poodle.
Envy and or jealousy.
That tracks because she is energetic, selfish, troublemaking, with a tendency to not tell the truth.
Yes.
Her catchphrase is, "Have I ever steered you wrong?" After which she inadvertently does immediately afterwards.
Steer them wrong.
She's one of Clifford's best friends.
Okay. So Clifford eats love. Cleo eats envy. We'll just keep it simple.
T-Bone.
T-Bone.
Voiced by Kel Mitchell.
Love that boy.
I believe that's your favorite boy, Kel.
He is a boy.
The Kel.
Mm-hmm. And if memory serves, T-Bone is he's angry dog?
He's very happy. He's yellow.
Oh, he's very happy.
He's yellow and orange, and he has a large appetite. Often cowardly, clumsy, and cautious, but does have moments of bravery.
Okay, so we got a yellow bulldog. He feeds on... Now, here's an interesting door to open.
Mm-hmm.
Does he feed on bravery and turn it into cowardice?
That's interesting. Why would he do that?
Well, no. So if he feeds on bravery, would sucking the bravery from a person turn them into a coward? Oh no! Flip the bitch. Do you want to know why?
Hit me.
T-Bone's owner, according to the Wikipedia, is Sheriff Lewis. T-Bone consumes fear and doubt.
And that is why he is a
from his owner, a bold law enforcer.
Oh, that's right. His owner is a cop. So so he kind of takes that hit for the team.
Mm-hmm. He consumes.
T-Bone's like, I will be cowardly for you.
Yes.
Oh.
He makes his owner into a warrior.
But Frank, if that's how this works, does that mean that Emily Elizabeth in our show is actually like a total bitch?
No, love is a catch-all, and it flip-flops like a rebound mirror.
Okay.
Love is the only exception.
Okay. And then lastly, we have Mac, who is a blue greyhound.
Because you can't force love. It's got to be true, and that means it goes both ways, and it's just always flip-flopping.
What's love got to do with it, though?
What does it not... Very much, actually. It's very powerful.
Okay. The power of love.
The power of love.
Okay, so then we've got a male blue greyhound named Mac. He's blue, an inflated sense of self-importance. He shifts between aloofness and wanting to be part of the circle of friends. He competes in dog shows, can be vain, bossy, and selfish. However, he appears to be devoted to his owner, Jetta. Jetta is also kind of a bitch, if I recall.
So we have a blue greyhound who's very vain. Aloof but
pride.
Needy.
We saying he's sucking up that pride?
Pride? He's just sucking up that pride.
But the thing is, Jetta is also very vain and prideful.
That's my straw. That's my straw noise.
That's how he sucks it up.
Just sucking up that pride. Mm-hmm. So maybe some emotions drain and convert, and some emotions rebound. So maybe sucking down that pride just like inflates it.
Yeah, maybe.
Like maybe when you, I don't know. I feel like it's not really. We can just go with it.
Just go with it. She's got so much pride that he can't.
Yeah, he can't get enough.
He can't get enough to fully drain her.
Yeah, because the emotions refresh themselves.
Yes.
Baby Reapers, like Reaper stomachs, Reaper emotion stomachs stretch like physical body stomachs, right? So dogs that have no contact with a sower, they feed on a very low level. It impacts their owner, but can never gray them completely.
Yes.
Where Clifford, one time, as like a sower, like pet him on the head, and he got that good juice.
Got that good juice. Got that good so juice.
Good juice. And then, ever since then, he's just been like maximum vortex.
And he's huge and big and red.
Huge.
Okay. They have to move to an island.
Yeah?
Because of how big he is.
For real?
Yeah, they lived in a city.
Is that part of the actual thing?
Yeah, he lived in a city and he got huge, so then they moved away to an island.
It's kind of messed up.
All right, so let's talk about pilots.
Mm-hmm.
This is
let's spin this up.
Let's talk about the format. We're gonna go kid shows. Are we talking about
big time?
So we're talking about 30-minute segments. Are we doing two 15-minute segments or one 30-minute episode?
Ooh, the short bump. The short bump. The short bump. Let's.
Are you okay? What just happened to you?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I just had to reboot my systems.
What the hell just happened? Reboot.
Yeah, you.
This show was followed up by a prequel show called Clifford's Puppy Days.
Nope, that's right out.
Okay, no longer
Not
canon.
happening.
No longer canon.
So let's go with the 30-minute film.
Film. These are films, not movies.
Well, let's go with the. Wait, what's the difference?
I don't know.
Let's go with the 30-minute television show format. Yeah?
Yes,
good?
I like that.
So, I actually forgot we were doing a kids show.
Yeah, this is for kids. It'll still be a cartoon.
Yeah.
But you know, it can be.
But there's no fucking.
No, Frank. Is that a thing that you see as standard for cartoons?
Well, if we were gonna age this into a CW show, but I forgot we were doing a kids show.
Have we ever had fucking in a CW show?
I just assumed that it's been implied the whole time.
Implied is different than seen, though.
Well, yeah.
Okay, as long as we're on the same page there.
Oh, wait, I see the confusion. I've assumed that it's been implied the whole time that we've had actual fucking in the CW.
Oh. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But we're not, because this is a kid's show.
Right. The kids don't need
We're
to
off
know.
that.
Kids don't need to know, Frank.
They don't need to know. No one should tell them ever, for any reason, anything.
No. that is the principles that this great nation was founded upon. Was never once talking to your kids about sex.
Nope.
Never.
Don't. It's dirty. Teaching it is dirty. Learning it is dirty.
Yeah. Okay. So 30 minutes. Let's talk about pilot. Emily already has Clifford. Do we just start? Does she learn his siphon powers in episode 1, or does she already know?
I think she already knows. We'll have it. The audience will learn through a
them just acting normal about it.
Yeah, they're acting normal about it, and we'll have how like in like cop dramas and stuff, the intro crime is like they solve it super easily just so you learn like the interpersonal relationships.
Yeah, so maybe we start out with like a crime is happening.
Super easy mystery. Is it crimes or is it like people bring mysteries to them?
I'd say the first one. So the episode starts with them like with you know how like a lot of time we get an introduction to a hero where like a crime is happening and then the hero just shows up and stops it at the very beginning.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
do you like 2 of those back to back?
Well, we do one. We do one very quick intro and then we go to the like main episode conflict from there. So
oh no, I got yeah.
So maybe like a baby is having a tantrum
and then Emily Elizabeth needs to sow calm. Does she call it sowing? Like, I need to sow anger. I need to sow calm.
Sowing it, yeah. No, she sows it. And then what does Clifford do?
So, Emily Elizabeth sows the calm while Clifford drains the fright.
Oh, yes. And then
yeah, a nice balance.
Yeah, and Clifford turns a little yeller.
Well, I was gonna say, oh yeah, yellow is scaredness, yeah.
And he's like, he gets a little scared, and then Emily has to sow more love into him.
Yeah, love is the band-aid over all the other things.
Mm-hmm.
It's the universal donor of emotion stability.
Yes, that's a quick, and then from there, what's the main episode conflict?
Does it get like a little bit scary? Like Clifford starts to become yellow and like shake and like fall in the street, and then Emily Elizabeth is like no, and then like gives him love.
I think maybe he just kind of he's like, I really want to run away.
Oh, like yeah. Can they talk to each other, or does it just that the audience sees both of their thoughts?
We'll say that they still cannot talk to each other, but
so Clifford just becomes very scared.
She can read him based on his colors.
Yeah, but that the Reapers talk to each other, but not to the sowers.
Yes. I like this. Okay, so then what's the main episode conflict of this pilot?
The main episode conflict of the pilot. So I assume are we going to set up something overarching for this for the show?
Maybe.
Like, is there?
I don't know. Maybe...
Is there a dog named like Scaroso that wants to like awaken the Reap?
Yeah, I do like that though, actually, but I don't know that we do that in the pilot. Maybe we just barely tease it in the pilot, but we don't really get into it for a while.
Like the very end. Yeah, we'll see that for the very end. There'll be like a dog who's like eating from a food bowl, and then he like looks up at the camera and says like,
and he changes like into 6 different colors.
Yeah, and he says like, I've found you.
I've found you.
He says like no, he's got like he's got a chuff to him, I think.
A chuff.
He says like, I have found you.
I finally found you there, Clifford.
Yes, there we go. We really want that.
He's droopy dog.
Yeah, we really want that droopy dog.
I've located him. Here he is.
Her, Emily Elizabeth.
Well, I found the sower and that Reaper dog.
And we'll get him. He doesn't know his true purpose. Can children's shows cover the concept of race traders?
I would say no. We will not be covering race trading. We will not be doing human trafficking or dog trafficking.
All right. No, you're right. All right. So what actually happens? Does every problem just solve with pushing and pulling emotions?
Most of the time. I think we'll have some times where Emily has to overload Clifford with love to make him even larger.
Oh, to like Megazord him.
Yeah, and there will absolutely be some conflicts in which Reapers have been overloaded with a bad emotion, and they are very big but very scary.
And they gotta suck it out. Yep. Oh yeah, give me one of those. One for the road. Yes.
I'm just gonna stop sucking while you react, please. This is making me uncomfortable.
Okay. So, episode 1, we set up the baby, the very simple push-pull. We're just not going to talk about how that, like, might invade the concept of free will?
Nah, they ain't no free will. It's all emotions, bruh.
Yeah, it's all emotions.
Empaths.
Mm-hmm. So what's the main conflict? What's the meat? What is happening? So, there is a dog that got way too much...
Pants. What are the emotions that we're gonna allow? Are we going standard, like, Green Lantern spectrum? Well, no, because we got pride. So what do we got? Pride, fear, love.
It's a little more vague than that.
Pride, fear, love, happy. Obviously, there's happy.
Anger, hungry, dog.
Sleepy, sneezy,
anger,
dopey.
I don't think some of those.
Bashful.
Yeah, that's pretty specific.
Yeah. And then you've also got
shame.
Oh, shame.
Maybe there's a dog that got overloaded with shame.
And he became a black vortex of shame. A
shame
spiral. He became a shame spiral.
Everywhere he walks, he becomes Shame Spiral. That's his name.
Shame Spiral.
I am Shame Spiral.
I don't feel good about what I just did.
Yeah, see, these are tough. So, like, if this was an adult show, I would say that there's, like, this dog lives in an apartment building that has an unusually high rate of suicides.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not going to work for us.
Yeah, no suicides. He's just, like, poops everywhere.
His doghouse is near the schoolroom where all the kids that are in detention go.
Yeah, kids in detention don't feel shame. Come on, those are the badasses. Those are the Power Rangers.
Well, where do children feel shame in large quantities?
Definitely at school. Sex ed?
Oh, is this not a kid's show though?
Oh right, this is a kid's show. Okay. Nah, maybe we don't have shame dog.
Maybe it's not shame. That's too tricky.
Shame dog.
Maybe it's just anger, and he as a school. Go
on.
He has a doghouse, and the adjoining, his yard where his doghouse is, adjoins a section of the schoolyard playground of the recess kids,
mm-hmm.
and in the same corner where the doghouse is, every single day a kid gets bullied there. And so he eats the anger from the bullies, and he eats the
humiliation
from the bullied kid, and he turns into this swirling anger beast.
Gross. And so then Emily Elizabeth must sow into him
love. He starts knocking over buildings,
mm-hmm.
and like he eats a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think an angry person would eat a tree out of anger?
You know, I think he'd eat a lot of things out of anger, Frank. And now that we really get into it, you know, anger can be a very destructive force, and it can cause a lot of eating trees and buildings and
a lot of tree eating, a lot of building smashing. Maybe he, I don't know if we can show this. Maybe he like tinkles on a building.
No, kids show. I'm assuming we're gonna air this shit on PBS just like the original. Oh no, this is CW Kids. NBCW.
NBCCWK.
NBCW Kids.
NBCCWK.
NBCW Kids, correct.
Can they pee? Can we show tinkling?
No, Pink. I would prefer not to show tinkling. Come on, we're better than that.
No tinkling.
We're better than that.
All right. So then he's like, "Raw, I am Angotron," something like that.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I think every dog can't be Droopy Dog.
No, you don't like that? You don't like every dog be... I'm just an angry boy. I mean, it seems like you like it.
Oh, hold on. I gotta... Hold on.
Buddy, did you just blow out your mic?
Oh, I'm not well.
There he is.
Alright, every dog is Droopy Dog. I can kind of taste blood.
Different colored Droopies of different sizes and colors. Oh boy.
Can you give me an angry Droopy?
Oh boy, I'm just so angry right now.
That's perfect.
Oh man. I don't like doing that.
So he's chomping down the street, and I think they have to fail and then succeed every time.
Yeah, but for this first episode, yeah, for sure. No, you're right. You're right. Fail then succeed.
So Clifford runs up and says, Oh, this is really good. Clifford runs up and says, I can drain your anger.
Let me drain your anger.
So Clifford, this is so good. Clifford drains the anger, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Angotron, the angry dog, he stops being angry because the anger, that anger got drained from him, and Clifford is now very angry, but he did the job, right?
What about this?
But then, let me.
Fine. You finish.
Please let me finish.
Go ahead.
Please. Angotron goes back home, where every day the kid is bullied and just gets angry again. But now Clifford's also angry.
And then what? So it's just stuck in this cycle?
So then Emily Elizabeth has to fix Clifford with love. And then they find Angotron again, and they're like, dude, we just fixed you.
Okay.
And so then Emily Elizabeth and Clifford, they duke him out, right? They drain the anger, they push the calm, and they drain the shame, and they push the happy. And then Angotron says, like, I'm sorry, but this is just gonna happen again unless you fix those bullies.
Unless you kill my bullies.
No.
It's a kid's show.
Emily Elizabeth just tells a teacher at school.
Ah, yes. Talk to your teachers about bullying, kids. If you see something, say something.
That's the lesson. Exactly. If you think something's weird, tell your teacher that it's weird. If your teacher's the one that did something weird, change schools. Move. Tell your parents you're sick every day, and don't ever go to school.
Yes.
Until it just goes away.
Yes. So how about this, though? How about this, Frank? Frank, how about this?
Oh my god. Have you just been biding with me to say your thing?
No, I like your thing, but I also have another idea that I think you will like. Frank, let's have an episode in which we meet his friends. So the first time we meet T-Bone, he is a big, giant, scared monster dog. But they fix him, and he's like, I was just trying to help my owner, who is a cop, not be scared. And they were
that
like,
doesn't sound like a Troopy Dog.
Well, but he's normal at this point. They fixed him.
Oh, every monster dog is Droopy.
Every monster dog is Droopy.
I got you. I like that much better.
Yeah. And so then he is like, so he says, like, I just wanted to help my owner by making him less scared. And they were like, well, maybe he needs a little bit of that scared to, like, be cautious and stuff.
Because he, maybe that day when he came home, he got too reckless and he tried to, like, jump a barrier and, like, broke his ankle.
His scrotum. Ankle. Mm-hmm.
Whoa, kid show.
Yeah, and so then they talk to T-Bone, and they're like, maybe just let him be a little bit scared. And T-Bone's like, okay.
A little bit.
And so
Don't overdo it.
T-Bone's not overdoing it, but
T-Bone.
he is still constantly siphoning that fear.
Yeah, but not all of it now.
Not all of it.
Just most of it.
Right.
Because fear can be healthy, kids, because it's your body's way of telling you something's f***ed up right now.
Yeah, fear is not bad, kids. Fear is just the mind killer.
Yeah, well, no. I mean, yes, but a little bit is good.
Yeah.
If something makes you afraid, no, do run away, though. That's tricky. We won't have...
You know what? This is a tough topic, kids. We're not going to, ask your mom.
Ask your mom.
Yeah.
Most episodes will end with Clifford the Big Red Dog looking to the camera and saying, well, kids had a lot of fun. If you're confused about anything, ask your mom.
Yes. Ask your parents. All right. I think that's a solid pilot.
I think we got a good look. And then we do the thing, previously we talked about, the very end, the credits get interrupted, and there's a big, big, scary monster dog eating out of, like, a big old food bowl.
He's like, I don't like these reapers in here trying to stop my emotion, bad monster dogs.
Yes, because he's making them.
Mm-hmm. He's orchestrating all these situations that are causing bad dogs.
Yeah, he's getting the adoptions lined up, or, like, lining up. Like, he made the bullies bully the kids in that corner of the playground.
Mm-hmm. He's like, you want to be bullying that little boy. Look at him in his underwear.
Yeah.
Pull that over his head.
Maybe he didn't explicitly say what to do, but he made the bullies angry.
Yeah. By pulling away their other emotions,
pulling away everything but anger.
Maybe
and
that's
making them husks.
maybe that's actually kind of the thing. let's talk about this. Maybe that makes him a scarier villain. Is as a dog, he is all the good colors and like a very pleasant thing because he's pulling all the good emotions so that
It's
only
a trick,
bad emotions
though.
are left. Yeah, it's totally a trick, but he seems very pleasant and wonderful because
Yes.
he's pulling away all the good emotions so that there are only bad emotions.
And maybe he shows up in every episode, like they walk by a dog that looks very nice.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that happens. That's good. They'll never see it coming.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cut, print,
Ship.
ship, pizza pouch.
Put it in a pizza pouch.
Put it in that. Put it in that.
Everybody, thank you so much for listening to Rebootleggers. As always, please give us a like and a rating and a rating and a review is what I meant to say on iTunes.
Share.
That really helps with podcast visibility. Also, subscriptions.
Gotta
If you're not
give
subscribed
us
on
a
iTunes and you like the show, please subscribe. Please tell your friends. We'd love to kind of spread this out a little wider.
Gotta go wide.
Gotta go big. Hey, Ned.
What's up, Ned?
So until next time, I've been Scott Owen.
I've been Frank Sarah.
And Frank, what's our password this week?
Password this week is rough.
How do you spell rough?
RUFF.
That's what I thought.
And then an H at the end.
Oh, tricky.
Yeah, you gotta get that. Gotta get that unpronounced fricative.
Fricative. Very good. All right.
That's not what a fricative is, and I'm hoping somebody tweets that.